Hello friends, it's Chrissy. Welcome to or back to my channel. And today we're looking at the Death Doula Oracle. Now, oracles have not been a part of my practice for the last, I don't know, realistically, probably 8 or 9 months. I received the Augenblick from Thea, and honestly, other than flipping through it when I received it, it's still over there in its home. And since Vlogust, since recording every day, I've really had an interesting relationship with YouTube and tarot, and I felt like I just needed a break from both. But even through that, I kept drawing tarot every day, even though my heart wasn't in it. And it's just been weird. It's just been weird. And I felt like for the last week or so that I needed something different. I wanted something different. I wanted a different way to look at, to see things differently, a different perspective. And if you've seen many of my videos within the last year, I've become very aware that photography is truly like what my heart and my mind and my spirit respond to. So today, let's remove that so we don't see it. This is just a QR code. So when I saw the Death Doula Oracle, this deck that matches this like abstract photography with this concept that felt very, very scary tarot cards, very devil, very tower, very death, very judgment. I'm like, yes, this is where my Scorpio heart wants to go in the fall. So I purchased this deck, and I also purchased the Pamela Coleman Smith RWS deck. I'll show them together a little bit. The box for this deck is just too big, and it floats around, and it's annoying, and I don't like it. But that's okay, because I'm making a bag this evening. And the purpose of this is to walk through the Death Doula Oracle. So it's a little guidebook. Time frame, I am in the US. I ordered this deck over the weekend, maybe Saturday. Got the notice of intent to ship right away. It shipped on Monday, I want to say from Seattle. And it arrived today, and today is Wednesday. So very excited for this. I haven't opened this at all other than to stick the piece of paper into, with the QR code into the box. So this is my first time seeing this. I'll read you the back. The Death Doula Oracle has been influenced by the teachings of a wide variety of spiritual sentiments, mental health practices, the art of astrology, alchemy, and mysticism. For those beginning their spiritual journey, or those who wish to maintain alignment with their innate divine spark, this deck is for you. 56 cards, instruction book of rituals, practices, meditations, and more. And I don't see, there's not an artist name on the box. This deck both scares and excites me, as any deck should. This is from Theodore Saint, edited by Hannah Ramone. This deck is intended for anyone who chooses to live in alignment with their truest self. There's a lot of things I'm going to talk about in the next couple of days with where I feel like I am emotionally and energetically. So I'm going to really try to just do the flip through today. So we have spreads, we have the cards, we have rituals, practices, and meditations. Oh, this is gonna be good. Formless meditations, foundations of magic, future self meditation, harmony of space and mind, mantras, reflections in the ashes, movements of grace. I'm excited. I'm excited. So the cards come just in a very snug little plastic wrap. The backs are white with gold edging and a single gold dot. We have gold gilding. Let's look at size of these. So from the traditional tarot size, so they're basically the same shape, just on a larger scale, but they are both taller and wider than a traditional tarot deck. There's this part of me that is both excited and really dreading getting these dirty. This is a matte cardstock. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. I just, like, I've seen this card and the one underneath it, and I'm smitten. We have pleasure, abyssal plane, not pain, the abyssal plane. Oh my gosh. Access the dark. Bless you. Herschel just sneezed outside the door. Angel of incidents. Arts. Balance. I love the matte cardstock and almost like the flatness of the picture and the keyword with this border being like brightness around it. And the single dot on the back, this just all feels very, very intentional. And kind of like, this is what I'm getting is like my experience is in the liminal space between the photo and the edges. Oh, this is stunning. Beauty and death. Calcination. I don't know what that word means. So we're gonna look up the card. Calcination. Purge, removing mental and physical clutter. And then for each deck, there are rituals and practices that are suggested. So harmony and space of mind and lesser ritual of self-compassion are the suggested activities for this card. Cleanse. Compassionate memories. I love like the overexposure of, maybe those are just mountains here in the background, but the way it looks is like there's like a double exposure here. And we have, this reminds me of, oh my gosh, was it Hipstamatic? In the early days of Instagram, the photo editing would put like the random spots and the random splotches to make things look old. We have conjure, connect with the dead, dishonesty, disruption. I mean, don't all of these cards feel devil, tower, death, and judgment? I do group judgment in with the hard cards. I realize that's a Chrissy thing, but it's very valid in my brain. Drift. And how the drift card is land. And the drift of the wind more than the drift of something in water. That's not lost on me. Embodiment. Exaltation. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this deck. I feel like Jordan at Sincerely the Tarot would also enjoy this deck a lot. Fear. Find a way. This feels so Judgment. And also Devil, like being invited out of this idea of restriction. Oh my gosh. Formlessness. From the Ashes. Grace. These are stealing my breath. I'm not gonna lie. The Grove. Growth. This is the first space I've seen or noticed anyway. Lower world. Magic. Malleable. I laugh because one of the many cat jokes we have in our house, we have a cat named Albus who we often call Malbus because Herschel is frequently Merschel, so the M's win. And when Albus is on my lap and sometimes he's Malleable and I can just like pick him up and pop him over and he doesn't even move. So Malleable Malbus became Malleable, and it just kind of made me laugh. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful card. Manifest Self. Moon. Very, very tarot there. New Narratives. Obsession. Odyssey. We have another figure here. Another human figure. Positioning with the spine. This would be beautiful with the, what's it called? Embodied Archaeology. The deck that I used for a while for my Reiki practice. I think that's what it's called. Regeneration. Remothering. That's beautiful. Ritual. Romance. Sensuality. Serenity. Sexuality. The Shadow. Oh gosh, this is gorgeous. Solitude. The Sun. Surrender. The fabric that I got for this deck looks like this card. I'm super excited. Like, it's black and pink, so the color scheme's different, but it definitely has the limb feeling. I'm excited. I'm sure that'll be in an upcoming video. Techno Cleanse. Thrombosis. That's a clot, right? Thrombosis. Something blocks your life force. This card asks the reader to examine what has been building up over time. Are there habits, routines, or thoughts that have found asylum in your subconscious, subtly tugging at your mood? Holy cow, that's such a good card. Chrissy's so excited. I'm talking about myself in the third person. I also don't know what torpid means. Cocoon, slow down, rest, suspended animation, focus on self, close off to the outside world. So the activity here is called the Hermit. So this would be, so torpid is our Hermit card. True Will is stunning, which again has a judgment feel for me. Truth. Unprocessed. wisdom, witness, love. Everything is in the shadow but this little heart. Like my friends, my heart is in my throat. This is gonna be a really powerful tool for me. Work, vision. Again, we have a very faint person here. Visual mantra. And the void. Stunning, absolutely stunning. So the deck that I had planned on pairing this with is, as I said, the Pamela Coleman Smith Rider-Waite, the very grayscale version. Let me see, this is gonna be just a little too big for me to riffle shuffle. Let's see if I can riffle it this way. Oh, there it goes. So this is one that I will shuffle like I do the Terror of the Drowning World, which may also be beautiful with this deck. We'll see. We'll see. This is more of a walkthrough than a pairing video because I'm trying to get a little bit away from structured and you know, making statements about what decks I'm going to use, but that's neither here nor there. So just a little bit of a side-by-side to see how this works with a Rider-Waite Smith. And friends, they smell like paper. You know what they smell like? They smell like a hymnal. So just seeing these two together. Now what I really want to do, hold please. Like this is big and cumbersome. But what I really want to do is this. As we all gasp at the perfection, right? Yes, 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 yes. All right, so I guess make these a little more balanced. I guess visually, the journey to the tower and the death doula are gonna be it visually. This is stunning. Fear in the Four of Cups. If we say no, if we assert our boundaries, is it going to be gone forever? The Five of Cups with the void. Only seeing what is absent, not what is present. The Six of Cups and regeneration. How do we work through, understand our childhood? How do we regenerate from what is broken from that area? The Seven of Cups and manifest self. The fear of making a choice and how does that impact our manifest self. Grace and the Eight of Cups, having the grace to walk away because it's not best. And excuse me, and how do we offer grace to what we're leaving instead of animosity? And finally, we have the Nine of Cups and witness love. So I'm very excited. I am very, very, very excited to work with the Death Doula Oracle. I've learned if I don't put things away while I'm talking, I don't put things away at all. I feel like the work that that I'm personally being called into at this point is a reflection on just how things have been so noisy for me professionally, personally, how that's gotten in my way, and how I can come back to being a more clear channel for source and for my highest self. Like, I feel like the work that I'm being called to do this fall is really this clearing of my internal cobwebs, clearing of my central channel, what connects me to source, to myself, and to the physical world. I like that's just really jumbled. It's just really loud. I don't want to use the word dirty, but cobwebs, really jumbled, and that there's just clearing of my central channel that needs to be done. That's ready to be done. And I feel like this deck is going to be my buddy in that. So I hope you enjoyed my little tour of the Death Doula Oracle. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.